Hey guys, it's Audrey and Vera, and today we are talking business tips. You know, this is something that we talk about all the time. We always want to put these little hustle videos out because, as you know, we both support our families. We are.
I'm gonna caption as you talk.
You're gonna caption? Okay, we are. You know, we are a decade in the making. You know, we started this a long time ago, and a lot of people will ask us questions.
We're seasoned.
What does that say?
Hustle.
Hashtag hustle. Okay,
We're seasoned.
cool.
We're
She's gonna,
seasoned.
as I write, she's gonna close caption everything that I put on the bottom of the screen. So a lot of people ask us some tips, and they want to know how, like, our best practices, and so we thought we could put together a little series and give you guys some advice.
We are.
So as you know that we don't really live next to one another. So Audrey lives in Rhode Island, I live in New York. Oh, she's really doing this. She's
Best
actually.
practices.
I'm
I'm taking the words that I feel like
I
are
love this.
singers,
This
and
is
I'm
awesome.
hashtagging.
This is everything. So we just wanted to give you guys advice about how it is we, as this long distance business relationship sort of thing that we have going on here.
Which you just coined that.
I
term
just
a little
coined
bit
it.
ago.
I just coined it.
Long distance business relationship. I think that's brilliant.
Thank you. You get a part. Rule number one: get a partner that appreciates you.
Right.
That's
That
rule
tells you
number
that
one.
you're brilliant
You
and
need somebody that
amazing.
tells you that you're brilliant. No, so something that we do. I'm gonna give one of our biggest secrets, our biggest tricks right off of the bat. This is what we do,
big
and
stuff.
this is what has helped us really earn a vast majority of our
Besides
earnings.
having fun.
Yes. Oh, you have to enjoy what you do. This definitely. With that
That's
being
the one.
said, we cold call. So we are.
I should hashtag this for sure.
Write it on,
Cold.
girl. We cold call people. So I don't sit back and wait for, you know, P&G to come to me. And you're really funny that you're doing this.
What?
It's just like this. I don't wait for a brand to come to us and say, hey, we have this great 6-month gig, and, you know, everything is laid out perfectly, and all you have to do is sign on the bottom line, because everybody knows those opportunities are far and few in between.
Right.
What we do instead is we create the opportunity. So we, you know, we
don't wait.
We don't wait. We build out the decks.
Woo!
We sort of brainstorm. We hash out this a multitude of ideas. So it's not only that we're giving them one suggestion, we give them 3 versions of that suggestion, build it out in a deck, and then we not only give it to our immediate person that we thought would be a great idea for, but then if they don't like it, we just pitch it out to everybody until somebody bites.
We can tweak it.
Right. So we kind of have this mold or this sort of like layer that would work for everyone, and then we tweak it to work with whoever it is that we're speaking to individually. And we cold call all year long. This is
we
not
do.
it's the holidays, it's time to buckle up.
Right.
Like, no, we're cold
And we
calling
don't
in
have to have
February.
a timetable like Editorial Magazine does, but
Yeah.
one thing that I will say, like, you know, we're back to school time. Vera and I are already thinking holiday. You know, when
Yes.
holiday comes around, we're thinking like Mother's Day. So it's you know, because one thing that obviously bloggers have to know, and obviously brands and PR people out there would obviously agree, the amounts of money that are actually like marked for certain activations. You know, it really depends upon, you know, where the money's coming from. But a lot of the times, like people right now, it's October, are planning, you know, the spring 2017 right now. So that's where their money is going to be allocated. So, you know, another thing that when we are cold calling people, one of the first things we say is, you know, hey, are you looking for anything for the holiday right now or for the new year? And then it gives Vera and I a better understanding and direction of where that we know that their dollars are, where they're allocated at that moment. Because if someone's, listen, if we're going to try to pitch somebody like today for, you know, back to school, like maybe they're not on back to school, but certainly they're probably thinking holiday or at the very least the new year. So kind of always know your timetable.
And then if you're not pitching something very specific to timing, it's always great to, like, if you receive a pitch, what I like to do is I just pitch right back and I say, well, here's my Twitter party deck.
Everything
here's
you
my...
get, everything you get.
Yeah.
Like a ping pong, you know, everything you get, if it works for you, you know, pitch them right back immediately. Like, hey, that's so, you know, that's so great. We're thinking about doing something, or I'm thinking about doing something like this, A, B, C, D, and E.
Yeah.
Never just sit and never just sit and just wait.
Right. And I think it's also something that you have to remember, and this is something that it's just something that we understand is, you know, you're going to get 100 no's.
Right.
But it's not something that you have to be offended by. Like, if somebody says no to me, I'm going to pitch them again in a few months. Again, like this is the game. So they pitch me for a free sample. I say no to that free sample. In 2 weeks, 3 weeks time, that person will pitch me again free sample, and I'm doing the same thing to her. Eventually, it will click.
Will connect.
Eventually, we will work something out. The timing will work out. But
and people aren't rude either.
Yeah,
like, I mean, and that's the one thing, you know, I couldn't even tell you an example right now of someone who has said, you know, no in like a rude way. I mean, I think
No.
everybody, fortunately, in this kind of world that we work in, I think everybody would like to make something work if they could. It's the basis is relationships.
I agree.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You know, it's relationships and how you act and how you perform and your, you know, and karma.
And
So-
and karma, I believe in that too. And I also think that following up is something that is
Yeah,
a
that's
lost
huge.
art. So I think you can't just throw out a deck. You have
Right.
to. These people get a million decks. So
Right.
let's say you start doing the deck game. You then have to give them some time and then follow up. Like you have to say, hey, is there any more questions? Is there anything that I
Maybe
can
that
answer?
should be our next video. Like, what is a deck?
What is a deck? Okay, yeah, we can definitely
How
do
do you
that.
create one? What do
How
you
to create a
do?
deck? What you put in it? That's a great idea.
Right, because a
Yeah.
lot of people, we've had a lot of like other
Yes.
bloggers say, you know, what do you put in a deck? Like, do I give the whole farm away?
Love
like,
that.
what do we put in it? We
Let's
can
do that.
definitely, we're gonna do that.
Let's
you
do
take a
that.
sip.
I'm gonna take a sip.
I'm gonna wrap this video up and check out our next video,
Coming up next week.
how to create a deck.
Till next time.